Probably can get a little more in there, huh?
Where?
Huh?
Where? Over there?
Yeah, just.
But that wire is sticking up. Let me shut that phone off.
Yeah.
Let me see, Dad. Dad, let me see in there.
Huh?
I was making a quick video
Yeah,
of
let me.
the finished thing. Hi guys. Yeah, we posted a video of us working, but I figured give a little bit of an explanation as in case someone's trying to do some of this stuff and they're looking for some ideas. So we used that LevelQuick and we used the largest pail. You see the pail we use, it's pretty good size. We're not using like a 5-gallon bucket. We use a pail. We get at least 2 bags in there, bag and a half. And it's easier to get the consistency you want in a little bit bigger amount than a smaller amount. In case you're a little thick and you want to thin it out and you're in a 5-gallon pail, you got no more room. What do? So a little bit bigger size pail is a better way to go with this flow stuff. As long as you can lift it, because it gets heavy. You fill that thing up to the top and it's a little bit heavy. But so we had an edge stop over here. And one thing about this flow stuff is make sure that you can see some caulking there and stuff. We go along the perimeter, see, and we even made little dams to keep with the caulking. Just regular latex. The day before, we make little dams and we seal wherever there's transitions from floor to wall, because it will go through a pinhole, and then what happens is it will drain out and you'll have a void in your floor. So if you're going to get any ideas, I'd say one thing is make sure you can use tape, but it's just easier with the caulking, and it's faster and it's better. You don't have any tape stuck in your pour if you can avoid it. So we just use a quick caulk, seal it off, and make sure you don't have any holes, because it's going to find its way down. And that's your coverage. We covered over the wires. And now this floor is completed. There's the little detail that we did for our transition between shower space and regular bathroom floor area. There's a step. The reason why we did that is that represents the other side of the glass. The glass sits on this side of this step on top of the tile, and so that allows us to give a little bit of a pitch back into this side of the drain. Because you notice we didn't tuck the drain right where the glass is, because we have like a border that goes around the whole room, and then there's a second border that comes in and defines that space, and there's a second border that comes in and defines this space, and that's the width of the second border in this smaller shower area. And what happens is that just trims around the opening of a linear drain, because our tile is running on a 45, and what happens is that allows us to cut we have 4x4 square tiles that allows us to cut into that frame, so the frame defines the area that we're tiling in. And then here's another thing we did today, and that is I poured like a dry bed of pitch that we want. So that side over there is a little more than 3/4 at the back and 3/4 there, and what that allows us to do is We're gonna let this floor dry really good, by the way. We just wet it in between so it doesn't dry out and try to crack. We just sprinkle it a little bit with water while it's curing, and then so we had set that today, so tomorrow when we come on, that will be nice and solid. And then we're gonna scrape from this edge of our lineal drain. You notice we have a little bit of thickness there. We did that on purpose. We didn't want to pour this at the top, because then it's hard to get it to zero, and then it's better off you just leave a little bit so you have some thickness at the edge. And now we have thickness there, and we'll scrape from this edge here back to that edge there, back to this edge, and then we just screed across like with a screed, and that will give us a perfect pitched floor. We're not trying to eye anything, or takes all the guesswork out of it. You have your 2 points you go to and just fill in between the screed and then screed it out. And then that covers this area. And then what we can do is we'll do a little, we'll just get a trowel here. Of course we're gonna tape this back off nice so you don't get anything in there. But that was our stop. And it wasn't a screed line, it was a stop line. So all we did was come along and just tapped it down to the height of the floor. And now we'll come in here with a trowel and just fill that in. You notice we have an edge there too that we can fill into. That was important. And now the tile floor will pitch this way, and then it will pitch back up just the amount of the trim tile that goes around the lineal drain, and then the glass sits on that. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Just when you're mixing your self-leveling, just make sure you don't take any breaks in between, because it's nice to get it down so you can, when you pour back into your last, you're not making any. There's no funny transition lines. So you can see a color change. That's because this was one batch and that was another, but there's no jump. Because we kept moving. That's it, guys. And now we come on top of this and we'll thin set our tile right on that. We got the wire right at the very top of that little portion, just covering over the top. That's what they recommend, just covering over your clips. And the wire's just below that, just a very skinned over. You can see the clips right there. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. We even let the pour go in there and set our wires in the back, and that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna come in tomorrow and do a pitch shower, and maybe we'll share a video or two of that, but it's pretty straightforward. And then time to tile our floor. Alright, you guys, that's it. That's all we got, so we'll post as we go. Anyways, you guys, our other mosaic is in. It's gonna go right here, and we'll be doing that next week. Maybe one other quick thing we could share is that when you get these mosaics, they come rolled up in a tube. So what happens is they have little bumps in them. So the mosaics fit so tight together that sometimes it kinks a little ridge in the sheet. So we just let it sit for a weekend and let it weigh it down, flatten it out before we try to put it on the wall. So if you try to get it and put it up right away, you could run into some trouble because it won't be flat against your wall. So that's it, guys. Anyways, have a good weekend. And when we make more progress, we'll make more videos. Take it easy, you guys.